Hello there, welcome to my channel. This is Non-Gone with another Final Fantasy VII Remake Stay Bad hard mode playthrough. Stay Bad means we're going to play the entire hard mode without getting good. We're going to ignore as many of the mechanics as we can, keep the loadout simple, basically tank out every attack, and then smash everything with our sword until it falls down. This is going to be Chapter 3, which is a little bit different. Not much. This is the first chapter that has side quests in it, but if you're playing hard mode, you already beat this on one difficulty, so you know. We are not trying to do any of that. We're trying to get the minimum amount here. We'll do no side quests. We're just trying to get to the end of the chapter, so it ticks the little box that says completed on hard mode. Your party this time will be alternately Cloud and Tifa. So we're going to do a real quick switch of Materia. Barrett has been my healer and my primary companion up to this point, but now we're going to switch to Tifa for a minute. So let's go ahead and switch this out. If you go to R1, it'll bring up the materia for all four people. That's pretty slick. I kind of preload everybody with their one offensive magic. See, it's fire, lightning, fire, and fire. I put healing there and I put revive here on all characters. That helps me switch back and forth. Everybody has 2 HP up and 2 MP up materia and whatever summon is available. Bahamut goes on Cloud because it gives you extra strength and defense, even if you never use them. Just having it on there helps you with that. So, and then, you know, one elemental materia attached to an elemental on your weapon will add that effect. Most of the enemies are weak to fire in this one, so that's what we're going to be using. So we're going to switch the elemental from Barrett with the triangle and switch it over to this empty slot on Tifa. And then healing goes to Magnify in the first slot of your armor. And we're also going to do that because she's going to be our primary healer. And then, of course, we're going to switch the first strike. So again, revive and heal on every character in your party. One offensive magic attached to an elemental if you can. And then HP up and MP up times 2 in your summon. Accessories are fairly important. At least one of them is, and this is the Gotterdammerung. It allows you to start every battle with your limit break full. It also allows you to increase your limit break throughout the battle a lot. So whereas you normally only cast once during a boss battle, might be 3 or 4 times. So very important. You get that from beating the Top Secrets challenge. If you want to know how to do that, that's the first video in this playlist. I think that's enough talk. This is a lot of walking around anyway, so let's get started. So chapter 3 starts with this. Again, you can do all the hard mode chapters in chapter select. So you don't have to do them in order. If you want to come do 389, get the dress, whatever it is, and then kind of fill in the rest as you go. That's what I did my first time. But, you know, it very episodic if you want that trophy. As long as you complete all 18 chapters in hard mode at some point, you will get that trophy. When you finish a chapter, it refills your HP and MP, so when you get to the boss, you can use whatever you want. We haven't used any healing benches yet, but yeah, I don't think we will this time either. We might. Maybe chapter like 6 will be the first time we really need it. Anyway, I don't have much to say here. We've equipped fire as our main attack materia, and there's really no boss battle in this, so I'm just going to kind of go through, and this way you can see how to get to where you got to go. And I'll stop the commentary, and we'll just check back in when we need to. All right.
The Mako place blew up. Everyone on TV's talking about it.
Don't you worry about all that silliness. Daddy's here and he's not going anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's get you to bed, huh?
Daddy? Did the people who died all return to the planet?
Of course.
Before we get on to money, there's an empty apartment. I was thinking the landladies of...
Sure does.
Follow me then. How was it up on the plate?
It was chaotic.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. It was wrong of me to put you in danger like that. I promise I won't do it again.
Danger's part of the job. Don't worry about me.
I'll try not to.
Always happy to help stick it to Shinra.
Good
at all. I don't know what it is, but my life feels
so you make nice with everyone?
Much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
I'll give you that.
I saw Sector 8 on the news. It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever lies Shinra tells them to.
So, it wasn't that bad?
It was.
Oh, right. And here we are, good old Stargazer Heights. You're on the second floor. Room 201 here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with 7th Heaven and all. Not even time to decorate. Here's your room. Don't worry.
You did?
Yes? Oh.
No. And this?
That one's, know what? It's good.
Hey, you okay in there?
Well now. I'm Marl. You from up on?
I've been around.
I'll bet. If you ever need a
What's she to you?
The granddaughter?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to 7th Heaven. She's got a...
My husband decided to go to...
Just imagine if rich people...
Don't take your eyes off it.
Morning. Go ahead and keep whatever we collect. Seeing as you didn't bring any luggage, I'm guessing there's stuff you need to buy.
Thanks.
And don't worry, we'll pay you the difference after. Barrett's out making his rounds too.
Don't take your eyes
As
off
long as I get it all today.
Take your time now,
Hey there.
Tifa,
Cloud's in charge of it.
sounds like a pretty...
In your dream.
Huh?
Cloud!
Suppose I could take a look?
Nothing to tickle your fat if you change your...
We'll see you around, okay? And let us know when you... He's a regular.
For you, man.
Well...
To get free shit?
Our next stop is Star...
Just met her.
Then you know what to expect. Remember, she's a good friend of Adeline.
Can't help but take a little pleasure in their panic.
More than a little.
Apparently it was done by a terrorist group called Avalanche.
This isn't the first time.
Hey, Marl.
Tifa! Oh, what?
Working?
Be nice.
You better take...
I'm pretty good at
That I do. No charm.
I've got skill.
Be nice.
I'm doing my best.
You're looking a good long rest.
A tried and true.
That you are.
Thanks, Marl.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Marl's great. She helped get me set up back in the day.
You been here a while now?
5 years, give or take.
Absolutely.
But never mind that. We've got to get you your money. Last stop is the weapons store.
Hey, if it isn't Tifa.
You here for the filter?
Hey!
We're so sorry.
Save your
All right.
The hell?
My associate.
Think you can mosey?
Pretty please.
Thank you very much. Seeing as we're done with them.
Well, don't really know.
In that case, if you're serious, it's not what. Yep.
How do I start? Yeah, okay.
Didn't see anybody at the office. So let's head up top.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own. Come and check out our selection.
Huh. Didn't know you were holding down the fort.
Okay, so we are going to start the kind of like neighborhood watch side quest-ish kind of thing. There's not really a lot to worry about here. Again, we're trying to skip everything, but after you come up here and talk to Biggs and Wedge, they'll want you to talk to this guy Weimer.
Scrap Boulevard is out west. Past the barricades, supposed to keep the monsters out. Anyway,
Oh, actually, we're going to Scrap Boulevard, so that's down this way. And we're going to come in here and we're going to fight just a couple of little battles, and then we'll come back and talk to Weimer and come back. Regardless, these battles will be over very quickly. I could give you a strategy for Tifa, but I'm not even sure we're going to use her at all during this chapter. She's equipped, she can handle herself, but basically you just want to press square, 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 or hold it down. She'll cycle through her attacks and end with a one that's slightly bigger. Every once in a while you can throw in a triangle whirling uppercut in there. It does a lot of damage, you know, it's good stuff. Again, we got this battle where we got turned around again, but I think we're okay. And then when she gets ATB, my favorite ability to use for her in general is Star Shower. It doesn't look like it does much, but then it all of a sudden does a lot. So it's a pretty good move all the way around, and that would be my suggestion. So just regular square attacks, whirling uppercut with triangle every once in a while, and then Star Shower for her. At the moment, though, Cloud is perfectly capable of handling these jokers all the way through here, as you can see. Again, these smashable boxes will
of course not. A win's a win.
refill your MP 10% each, assuming that there's a shard in there. We haven't used MP, so we don't need them. And this one doesn't look like it had one anyway. But that's pretty much it. There is a boss-ish battle coming up, and we'll be it'll be over there. And we'll probably be killing him before you even notice that he was here. And that's pretty much it. So stay bad, and I'll be back in a little while.
Tally of monster slain has been updated. Got new numbers for monster slain this month. Check them out.
Back already?
Got every last one, too. Since you've got yourself a new weapon, let's see if we can't put it to good use. Come on.
Who?
The guy who tracks all...
Where's he at?
Oh, he should be back at the office by now.
What?
Everyone here's so in awe. That's the guy who ran the monsters off.
Okay, so we just finished talking to Biggs and Wedge, and we came down here and talked to Weimer. And that opened up side quests. We are going to attempt to do no side quests. I kind of got lost and circled around a little bit, so I just went ahead and cut straight back into this. What we want to do is head back this way and go straight to 7th Heaven. We should get interrupted with a cutscene, and that's going to be that one involving Johnny, right? Yeah, okay. There we go.
Something's wrong. Let's check.
So we're not trying to do any side quests. We're just trying to get through to the end of the chapter. If you need to do some, they're not that hard. With this strategy, you can pretty much end any of those side quests quick. Even the dragons and stuff are pretty good at the end. Also, this little area we're going back to has a healing bench. It will heal you up. So if you got MP issues or HP issues, you can go there and conserve some of the MP. That's really the only advice I can give you. Again, I'm not doing any side quests, so I have no need to be healing or anything. But yeah, we're just going to follow Johnny through here, and then we'll continue with the story. And I'll pick up right at the end here, and that'll be that. All right, I'll be right back.
Come on, let's get a closer look.
Any way to treat a model citizen of Midgard?
Model citizens don't steal blasting, Agent. So why don't you tell me why your ID popped when we were going over the warehouse logs?
Huh? You got it all wrong. Have you ever gone anywhere near a Shinra warehouse?
I swear.
Yep.
Anyway, you distract the officers and I'll figure something.
Let him go.
Who are you?
You're as good as dead. Keep it together.
I got it. Finish him off. Good luck.
Hang back. So, is it over? No.
Grab Johnny so we can get out of here.
All right.
Okay, so you saw the power of this loadout, having that Gotterdammerung. You see how fast you can shred enemies, and then add the triple slash, and then add her star shower. I don't think we took any damage. If you did take damage, here's the bench where you can sit down and recover your health. Again, on hard mode, you will not get MP back when you sit on these benches. You also cannot use any items. So a big issue or a big concern when you're playing on hard mode is how to conserve your MP so you're able to heal yourself when you need to. There's a couple of different things that you can do. The game's just full of different ways to go about different things. Again, I chose the least interesting one, but the most effective, which is to just hit things until they die before they can before they can do a bunch of damage to you, and then you don't have to worry about it. We've got one more little section here as we go back. Head back to the place to skip all of the rest of the side missions. It's a pretty easy battle, so I'll just kind of come back at the end and we'll go from there.
And here we are.
Same as you.
Could use a little. How about a refresh?
Tifa.
Yeah, I'm. Hey,
Maybe.
I see. In that case, want to head back out?
And just a quick note here too, you could leave this in the comment section if you want to help someone else out. At the end of this little cutscene, I've found the only way I can get the game to move forward is to go play darts and then cancel my game. I don't know if there's a quicker way or an easier way. I think the game wants you to do something so it feels like you passed the time while they're all downstairs meeting. I couldn't figure out any quicker way than to just come over here and start a game of darts and end it. You know, again, that's, yeah, so you just do that. And that'll get the game to kind of move forward a little bit. So that stool comes back up. You come over here and have a seat and wait, and that's how you progress the story. So if you find a better way to pass the time than that, let me know. Otherwise, that's probably pretty quick as it is. So it should be all right. And then we're just going to come back out here, tail these guys, and then head over and take a nap, and that'll be the end of Chapter 3.
That hit the spot.
Damn, Biggs. Slow.
What's up with them?
Big guy with a gun for an arm.
Word is he lives in this.
We got a problem? What? Hey,
Got something to say? You looking at me?
Is he with them?
Move it!
I'm
I
so
said
sorry.
move!
Look at all these assholes staring at us.
this shithole's got nothing on Walmart. Am I right?
Don't know.
Word of advice, Blondie. Don't piss off my friend here. You'll be real sorry.
Unless you got some kind of death wish, then be my guest.
After you, brother. And don't worry. I ain't the backstabbing type. Most days. Spill it.
Any last words? Big man with a big gun for an arm, right?
Yep, you see how quick triple slash and cross slash ended those guys. And that is the last battle of Chapter 3. There's not really a boss battle. They're kind of embedded in the side missions, as if you've done any of the side missions, you'd understand. The harder enemies are definitely on that end. But we're going to come up here and that'll be that. I did want to make a quick note about selection of limit breaks. These are all level 1 limit breaks. I suppose you could use level 2, but it takes more damage
Took your sweet time.
to charge the limit break bar. So I like using them more frequently, and Ascendant, whatever, Ascension, or whatever his Cloud's level 2 limit break only attacks one enemy, which, since we're using it so frequently with multiple enemies, it's really good to just keep the cross slash on and shred a whole bunch of them instead of just the one. I think there's one battle in Chapter 17 that I'm going to use the level 2 limit break on, and I'll describe that when I get there. But for the most part, we're keeping it as simple as possible. And this is the last cutscene. We're going to tell Jesse we're ready to roll, and that will start Chapter 4. So let's go ahead and do that.
Make sure you've got. You all set?
Okay, and we are all set. I mentioned this at the end of Chapter 1 as well. When you get to the loading screen, since this is all done episodically, chapter select, when you get to the loading screen, a little thing will come up on the right like that says completed Chapter 3 on hard difficulty. That means you've done it. That means you've achieved that particular chapter. So if you want to go replay a chapter to get an accessory you're missing or level up your materia, that has saved, and you will only have to do 4 through 18 at this point. So you can come back stronger and still not lose your progress in hard mode. Really cool thing. I'm really glad they did it. That's all I really have to say about this. We're getting into Chapter 4, which I'll pick up in another video. So thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. And stay bad, people. Non-gone is gone.